What's your goal?
To be as big as Mark Bell.
You think you can get there?
Maybe.
Yeah, how old are you now?
13.
13, you got a long way to go. You know, at 13, he was like bigger than I am right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Not big.
When Mark was 13, he was like this size. He was the size of this kid. And he bench pressed 315.
Oh, yowza.
Huh?
Yowza. I'm benched
I want to be as big as
100
Kevin
so
Oak.
far.
Yeah, so you got a little catching up to do.
Yeah.
But you know what? Anybody can get there. All you need is a dream and a protein shaker.
The first meet we went to, we were probably 7 years ago with the kids. And I had a group of about maybe 6 or 7 kids. And I remember really vividly my teenagers looking at I think there was a 75-year-old guy and almost an 80-year-old woman lifting, and what an impression it made on them. They were just like, holy cow, they're still doing it. You know, I think that one of the things we're trying to do is standardize how we train kids, so that people who are kind of following what we're doing, standardizing the good safety points of performance when we're lifting with the kids. And if we can keep them safe when they're from 8 years old to 21, and keep them understanding that we don't lift heavier if the mechanics don't dictate that I can lift heavier. Yeah. They've got the rest of their lives to lift heavy.
How was it? Yeah, it looked easy. Good job. There you go.
What's your PR? 80. So why don't we go to 32.5?
32.5.
Got it, man. Breath.
Breath. You need to wait for us to tell you, okay? When you come up, you need to wait for the signal. Okay?
Heartbreaking, huh?
Yeah, I hate that. But that's the rule.
That is a good lift for her.
Start. Breath.
How much?
242 pounds.
I talked to Dad earlier. He's been lifting since he was 8.
Yes!
There we go.
Such a safe place for kids to learn the character lessons. I mean, he was on the verge of tears, came back, got himself together, made all the corrections we asked him to.
Yes! Nobody, come on!
Is that the secret?
Sorry?
Is that the secret? Gummy worms? Sour gummy worms?
Yep. Sugar.
Yes!
You're going to
265?
grab it! Grab it! How much was that?
92 point something.
The PR?
Yes, if I get it, it'll be a PR.
Let's be positive.
Yes, when I get it.
So you just PR'd. How much was that?
104.
Yeah, that's exciting, huh?
Yeah, I've never gotten that over 100.
We saw some kid breaking a world record in bench press, and he says, "Hey, do you think I can do that?" And I said, "All right, let's give it a shot." We started adding weights, and in his first competition in Costa Mesa, he set the California state record at 70 pounds.
You know, having a big chest, walking around everywhere, it feels good, you know. Having strong legs is a huge benefit too. Everything just supports football because that's the sport I'm going to play next year. I train with my dad and my personal trainer, Ray.
No. I don't want to. I see what you do with the editing, so I'm good, all right? I'm not going to be screaming at him.
Chalking up? How you been powerlifting for?
I started in January.
You're gonna make a lot of people jealous. A lot of people are gonna be punching the computer when they hear that. What'd you get there?
350.
The kid's
Oh
getting
man.
drug tested. How's that?
Yeah, wow.
Hey.
I guess.
Antonio. So when we were teenagers, me and Mark, we got drug tested at every meet. You know why?
Why?
Because we were the strongest ones there. Jokes on them. How much is that?
336.
It's gotta be that Rocky shirt. Right?
Over in the gym next door in the
That'll do it every time. What gave you the idea to have this meet?
I just thought they'd never had one before, so we should have a youth only meet, and we got a huge turnout. Nice work, Grady. So, one of the things, you go to a regular powerlifting meet, and you see 4 or 5 kids. This is the first time I think our kids have gotten to have 50 kids here competing against each other. It's awesome.
I've had him since he was about 5. His mom just wasn't equipped to raise a boy. So I was able to give him the opportunity so she could not. He was participating in martial arts and CrossFit, and then he discovered how strong he was. And at age 13, he pulled 300 pounds like it was his lunchbox. Except at the time, he was extremely overweight.
When I started this, I was obese. Powerlifting is probably the most amazing thing ever because it's a good way to release any stress, any anger, anything that you have built up. The community is amazing. The community is the most supportive community I've ever come across in any sport. They
come in different places. So you come in, maybe a kid comes in and he's overweight, and you get to find something that he's good at, and he blossoms. And he leaves the program with this confidence.
It makes me have a lot more confidence in myself. I broke 4 state records. For my back squat, it was 146. For my bench press, it was 75. And then deadlift, 176.
It's been a long road, but he would always come back to his lifting to boost his mood and just his self-esteem. So it's something that's huge to him. And he just felt like he finally found a home here where he tried to exclude himself before.
We've had 7 valedictorians, had kids go to West Point, kids go to the Air Force Academy, and there's something very satisfying about feeling like you had a part of that. We were just talking about it last night, we do this for free. We would, and quite frankly, probably like Mark, have done it for free.
Tristan, he's my boy. Me and him ride in the same motorcycle ministry. We're both members of Bikers for Christ. He's my boy. I'm here cheering him on, giving him some motivation. He's Army strong, I'm Marine Corps strong, so we're just brothers in arms.
I just want to be really strong. So. The mohawk I just do on special occasions for like powerlifting, gauntlets.
The thing is when you see somebody who's made a name for themselves, but they're still humble enough to come in and spend like Mark did, 2.5 hours. That just means a lot. It means a lot to me, but it also means a lot to the kids. One of the little kids, Junior, overheard last night that Mark had sponsored the meet, and Junior came up to me and said, "You didn't tell me that you knew Mark Bell." And I said, "Well, why would I? You're 12. Why would I tell you that I know Mark Bell?" And he goes, "You should tell me things like that."